So, alright guys, welcome back to the video. Yesterday I made a Talisman Reforge video, right? And I basically said that Silky is much better. But turns out there is like some more stuffs going on. So I was kind of low on the budget, so I just used the Soul Whip for the reference, right? But I think because of the new formula change, the damage differ quite a lot depending on the weapon that you're using. So since the damage numbers differed quite a lot, I'm going to be using three different variations. One being full Silky Talisman, so basically just like in yesterday's video, I basically, reforged all of my talismans to Silky, which gave me a lot more crit damage. Then after that I used full Shaded. A lot of people said that was still better, so yes, I tried that as well. And after that I used the same old meta, which was Shaded and Strong combo. So yes, that basically means legendaries on strong and basically everything else on shaded. So yeah, that's how I did it. On top of that, I tested 4 different weapons this time. Firstly being the Livid Dagger, second of all Flower of Truth, third Sword of Revelations, because why not, and finally a Soul Whip. So yeah, these 4 are the weapons that I use, so don't worry, you don't have to listen to me. I'm going to put up, I don't know, some sort of spreadsheet or something and basically talk over it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, let's go. All of these tests were done on zombies in the graveyard. So when I was using full Silky, the damage from my Livid Dagger was 103k, damage from Flower of Truth was 96k, then Sword of Revelations did 89k. Now finally we have Soul Whip, which dealt somewhere from 69 to 79k damage. The damage changed a lot since it was enfabled. Now I was using full Shaded on my talismans, and these were the damages. With my Livid Dagger, I was doing 108k damage, so that was a 5k increase compared to Silky. When I was using Flower of Truth, its damage didn't change, it was actually just 96k. Now when I'm using Sword of Revelations, it was 90k, it was just an increase of 1000 compared to Silky. Then I was using Soul Whip, which was also in the same range. It was actually 67k to 79k. So our minimum damage is kind of lower than when I was using full Silky, and our maximum damage is basically the same. So now after that I used the same old meta, which was Shaded and Strong. All of my legendaries were on Strong, and every other epic, uncommon, rare, and common talismans were on Shaded. So after this, my Livid Dagger did 109k damage, while my Flower of Truth, it dealt the same 96k damage. My Sword of Revelations did 91k damage, while my Soul Whip did the same 69 to 79k damage. So yeah, so what did we see? We basically saw that the damage did not change for Flower of Truth and Soul Whip. Even though, things are kind of disproportionate right now in my stats. Livid Dagger, Sword of Revelations, they deal more damage when you're using Shaded and Strong. I really thought having everything in proportion was the way to go, but turns out it's not. Though something to be noted is that I tested this with some people, and some people were using Flower of Truth, Shadow Assassin Armor, and a Lion Pet, and also a Baby Yeti Pet, right? So they were basically using Shaded and Strong, but then after I told them to change it to Silky, they improved their damage on Flower of Truth by quite a lot. Like, we're speaking, I don't know, 4 to 6k damage increase, right? But I don't know, for me, I'm using a Necron set, I'm using a Griffin Pet, a legendary Griffin Pet, which is, I think, level 88. I got it just today. Yeah, okay, so level 88 Griffin Pet, and these are my stats, right? I'm using a Livid Dagger, Flower of Truth. Flower of Truth had 0 change in damage. So yeah, it's kind of hard to determine what to use, but basically if you're using something like Shaded and Strong, it's not going to be too bad. Now I'm someone that you could say I am late game, right? So the late game is better off with Shaded and Strong. As I explained to you guys the scenario with guys using full Silky, who were wearing like SA and using Flower of Truth, Silky helped them a lot. Now basically what should you do? If you're kind of low on budget, you should use Silky, alright? That thing is very cheap. It costs like 30k to apply it to your full talisman bag. Like, I was surprised how cheap it was. And yeah, if you have some money to spare and if you are end game, then you should go with Shaded and Strong on your talismans. All of your legendaries on Strong and others on Shaded. So yeah, yes, the damage figures are kind of weird. I thought it was going to be very simple. But yeah, these are the changes. So I hope this helped you guys. Have a great day, y'all. Peace.